your legacy. Hey, Father, we outside. What's up? Yeah, let's go, let's go. Happy Friday. Okay, it's time for me to I won't let them play me. If I pop off of this show, they gon' think it's crazy. Say I'm fucking like for real. So much you cover, baby. He was pushing Maja, but now he push up Daisy. I remember I was counting up a million of my Mercedes. I remember having dreams about a million of Mercedes. I remember I was waiting for the plugs like a blessing. I remember them cold days on 12 and 22nd. I remember every beans that they kept in the country. I remember it was pretty young that they gave me my first strike. I remember me and Hot Drew and Slick P got slide. I remember saying triple big dope. I remember days when bitches didn't even notice me. I remember when I popped out when everybody noticed me. I remember niggas only face when they found out I was singing. I remember feeling like Ace that day walked out the cleaners. I remember being young as hell, feeling so insecure. I remember I was looking in the mirror, then I started saying, oh, I remember Montana bugs like some petty cash for the song. I remember the day I fell in love, it was really me. She's a reality, my niggas feel foolish. If you love me, how you say you ain't throw it out. Yeah. I said, Herbal. No lemonade, shit changed. I was playing with the G's with before my fame. Rolled up, I hit bang. I stayed solid, was locked in with gang. I bought a brick for all on his chain. There's so many hits, I fuck, I'm still saying. Let's take a trip down memory lane. Nigga, I let you face on down. I lay on my bed, I couldn't stop crying. Remember my mama ain't let me outside, but I slept right back up to the 9. I'm 14 on my first time. Low last 38, ain't even shy. Ain't give a fuck though, cause it was mine. When the fuck you get out of line. Remember my first time going to slide. Yeah, I was scared, but I hit the try. When I looked up, I closed my eyes. No big shot up for no time. Then I remember the ride back. Flame weed up, try to relax. When I got rich, start fast track. Now I can't remember how many yachts. Yeah, all my respect. I was pouring up places at. Only max. Remember one song like 15 hats. Remember we bought that light. Was hit the black, that bitch out flat. Cause we was sliding. Spots up, I'm on the back. Remember I was having a guilt trip. Like, when I gotta solve everybody's problems, I still ain't here with shit. Niggas act like I ain't grown up, rich running all in my bill. White folks get a whole hood, whole women, them niggas almost killed. Streets fucked up, that's how it is. Hooked up the gangsters since a kid. Remember Kill first took his speed. Remember all those girls and seeds. Took it on drills and them speed. I was banging up down for me. Remember I ran up my first album. Remember I was fucked up like 3 years ago. Now look at me, I'm remember I was fucked up like 2 years ago. My private truck, I'm sure she had a fast. Running 20 cash. I'm trying to do it again. Then I spaz. Now I show my ass. You don't know my past. I made something out of nothing. Ain't even on to my last. Thanks, Father, we outside. Peace be multiplied to all my people. Turn this shit on. Yeah, what's up, y'all? What's good? Yeah, throw it in the chat. You heard? Shed Alive. We on it tonight. You heard? Yeah, we on one tonight. You know how we do. Y'all know how we do. It's not a game. This is not why we came. Yeah. Peace be multiplied to all my peoples. Listen. Thank the Most High for all of us being here, safe and sound mind. We're going to start off like that, you know, and we're going to have real conversations because that's what real people do. You know, it's all about growing here, you know. So, boom, right? Pardon me. So, I was running around all day. Yo, Dylan! Yo, Dills! I had a speaking engagement in Harlem, and at the Peace Cafe. That's at 230. That's 233 140 between 70 and 80. It's called the Peace Cafe. Yo, on the last Friday every month, they have a situation where they have an open mic, and it's just a meeting of grown folks, and they highlight poetry, music, revolutionary types energy is in there. You understand what I'm saying? It's, everybody in there is black type. Yeah, it's right smack down in the middle of Harlem. It's like right on 140th. Yeah. I just came up in there, filmed the whole thing. It was fire. It was packed up in there. Everybody felt the energy of what we was trying to do. I'm going to be working out of there. I'm going to be doing some work in and out that particular location. Not on that particular night because that's an open mic night for different things. But I just went down there to introduce myself to the people because I'm going to start working down there in and out. But I knew a bunch of people out there. Some of my mans already working there, and I didn't even know they worked in there. Small world. When you outside, the world's smaller than you think it is, Anyway, so I get down there, and they had people doing the mics, and it was really, really nice. Tyann, love you, Tyann. It was fire. That whole event is fire. And everybody down there has something important to say. And these are people who are about solutions. You can't just sit around talking about it. At some point, you're gonna have to act on those things to make what you vision come true. And that's the kind of people that was in that room. My kind of energy. Yeah. Marvin Gaye used to sing to me. He made me feel like black was a thing to be. Yeah. It was like that. So we get in there, and my thing is, my message is genuine. And I told you I'm not gonna change my personality or my characteristics for somebody to like me. I'm gonna be who I am because I believe that's the best way for me to get my message to who I needed to reach. You understand? But now I need I need my message to reach anybody who feel like they going through what they're going through and they by themselves because you're not by yourself. You understand? Page-5-Lit is a safe space. We don't point no fingers, we don't judge over here. You know why? Because all of us have did some shit. Man, talk. All of us that walked the line we didn't want to walk. All of us that did something that might have made us feel a fun kind of way. We've all been through those different things. And some situations that we went, we weren't the cause or the setup or none of that. We was a part of it. It happens. It happens. But that was what the whole conversation was about. Listen, I'm not saying what you was going through don't mean nothing. It does. I'm saying is you can wear it better. You know what I'm saying? Now, how do you do that? That's what we have to talk about. How can we fortify ourselves to keep moving forward? So we have these kind of conversations. That's why we talk about overthinking. You just spend so much time thinking about this, that, and that you didn't take time to think about you. And we try this is what we be trying to do. I need you to think about you. All right? Now, and what I always say, you're grown now. We're not gonna blame somebody for what you signed up for. You are responsible and held accountable for your own happiness. Let's start there. That way, you can really start to live to make yourself happy. At some point, you got to start somewhere. You understand what I'm saying? And I just want to bring back that feeling on some real shit. That's really all it really is. I ain't gonna even. I got 4 joints going viral on the gram and 4 joints going viral on TikTok. Let's go, salute. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're really doing here. Now, okay, we always got lessons. It's not a game. This is not why we came. What's going on, y'all? What's up, y'all? Like the live, y'all. Share the live. You heard? Whoa. Okay, so boom, right? Now we gonna start. Now the other day I did a little tutorial, right? And I did that, and I wanted to say that some of y'all, see, when I say you can't blame somebody what you never been taught, you cannot, right? I need y'all to accept the fact that some things that you're doing are coming from a poor mindset. And I need you to get that mindset back. So boom, man, I'm running around. I was in Harlem today on 125. Yo, shout out, hey Thug, what's good, my guy? Salute. And we chopped it up. We built on a whole lot of different things. And one thing that we determined was that everybody has to complain about things, but don't nobody have solutions that we need to have. You know what I mean? We need to have, you know. Throw the questions in the chat. Let's talk about it. I don't know what's going on. Something wrong with my joint. I don't know what's going on with this joint. Manny P, what's good? I don't even know what that is. Okay. What's up, Mocha? What's happening? Yo, what? Hey, yo. What is going on with my it kind of messed my live up. Yo, this kind of messed my live up, man. I was, but this person right keep liking the live over and over again, so can't nobody write nothing in. Look, see? See that? But they liking it wrong though. Because I don't see no hearts coming on this side. See what I'm saying? Rod Quentin, what's good? I don't need it, but it won't let nobody come on my live, man. Nah, she should have been way past this. That 12? No, I usually see it when it go up over here. I ain't seen nothing go up over there, but I keep seeing this right here, though. Huh? People still gonna take. Oh, okay. All right. Yo, they were jamming up. No, they were jamming up my live. I don't know who that was. Yo, go on your phone and look at my live for me, man. They jammed up my live. I'm dead serious. I don't know who that was, man, but they jammed up my live. Anyway, listen, so back to it, y'all. Let's keep to the lesson. So anyway, so I was in Harlem, and I was on 125. First of all, I want to give all a shout out to everybody. Thanks for the love. I appreciate y'all. And I moved a couple of books today. I took some pictures with some people, supporters and things like that. So it's thanks for all the support. But my thing is just the bottom line is, y'all, we want to spread the energy, try to get it to where we have to go. I had a couple of conversations with young ladies today, and I told them they walking around with a piece of God in them. We had those conversations. I love having those kind of conversations in real life. Now, mind you, those kind of conversations, those are adult conversations. And I'm sitting up here and they talking to me, but to be honest with you, they really too young for the conversation that they have. They teenagers, but they talking like they 29 and 30 and they not. The teenagers are putting adult energy into these teenage relationships. You can't put adult energy into puppy love. I say that because clearly it's not going right because there's too much violence with the young couples. Way too much. I understand that they might be each other's first or they might be each other's first best or whatever, but it be leading to violence when things go another way. And it's going to happen. When you meet somebody in your teenage years, you're going to meet someone later. That person you met at 16 is not going to be with you forever. And for some reason, they're designing how they run their relationship based off the internet. Get ass. Because I don't understand. First of all, listen, how can teenagers have a relationship like they're adults when you live with your parents and he live with his parents? The psyche is way different. That's off the rip right there. You cannot hold somebody accountable for certain things. You don't live with them. And you're a child. So they way off page with it. Okay, listen. If you got teenagers around you and they're in relationships, make sure they're in a teenage relationship. I don't understand why they acting like, no, as a boyfriend, girlfriend. Y'all are not, that's not your man. That's your boyfriend. It's a difference that some of y'all going to have to explain. You know what I'm going to do right now. The difference between your man and your boyfriend. Now, if y'all don't notice, I'm going to make it plain so you can spread that along because they got this mixed up. Your boyfriend is a boy trying to become a man. Okay? He is not wholly responsible for himself. He ain't paying his rent. He ain't buying his food. He ain't buying his clothes. Even though he got a job, he is not wholly responsible for himself. So he is not a man yet. And you live with your parents. You can't do shit without they say so. So you ain't grown either. So how y'all look at each other, how y'all view each other is way different. You're still a child. See, when a girl is in her mother's house, 9 times out of 10, it's because her mother's not finished with her. The girl has some growing to do. Boys leave the house under funny circumstances a lot, because they became too much man to stay there, But girls usually stay until they're ready to leave. My daddy always said, when you take a girl from her mama's house, be careful because her mama might not have been done with it yet. You dig? When you take a girl from her mama's house, it might be a couple of things that she didn't learn yet because she depended on mama for those particular things. You understand what I'm saying? You would have got it from her mama's house and all she know how to cook is breakfast. Because mommy cooked dinner and all. See, like mommy job wasn't done, but you took out of it. Those kind of things. You understand? But we gotta remember they just children. And that is fucking puppy love. They hurting these young girls, hurting the kids they made with the young girls because they so fucking broken hearted. And I say it again. Never get so mad that you don't think. Now, if you got a young person around you and they putting way too much energy into that puppy love shit, have a conversation with them before somebody get hurt or before they become a danger to themselves and others. Because listen, we got to remember, while we in tune with what we doing, the internet could be infecting the closest people to us. That's why we have to get in tune with those things. It's a show of awareness. You understand what I'm saying? That's for real. Now on top of that, we have situations and circumstances that's not very beneficial to the children, to the young, period. When a new dude get to the job, the older dudes don't even want to teach you the ropes. When a young girl come in starting her career and these chicks already got 15 years in, they ain't even happy for her. The bridge between us and y'all is burnt damn near all the way down. I want to improve that shit. So what that means is if you're an elder, take these messages that you already know, or you might be picking up now, I don't know. It ain't my call, but pass them on to the young people in your circle. If that young person got love for you, then you are somewhat responsible. You are part of that young person's village. That ass. All right? If they look at you like with the love of an uncle or auntie or godparent, you are somewhat responsible for the psyche, how they view things because they love you. Because how many kids love you and they ain't yours? So if you get a chance, you get that kid some good. I'm funny. I can't watch a kid grow up and not give a fuck about him. I can't do that. I'm an always kid. But one thing's for certain. Things have got to change with our relationship. Now, I'm going to say this because I ain't a professional know-it-all. I can say, though, that what you doing, hey, baby, what you doing at one point was our very first time, too. And I got a couple of cheat codes for you because I want you to win. All right? Now, what I saw subliminal messages shot at my young people. They always telling you you're doing something wrong. As soon as you don't go the way that they wanted you to go, they always say that you're wrong. And you're not wrong for going your own way. See, the society, they want you to go with the masses. So when one of them fall off the cliff, you fall with them. Type shit. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I'm saying be smart enough to see through the bullshit. Subliminal messages through Siri, the phone's listening, everybody listening. They misconstrue what you said. They playing wordplay. One word, you got three meanings. They playing with you. Yeah. That's the kind of shit that's going on. This is why I say we have to have these kind of conversations. Like right now, right? Let's be for real. If you want to get anywhere that's important in life, in America, you're going to have to respect the process. You got to be, if you want to have something good, you want to live a little bit better, you understand me? You want to go somewhere where everybody ain't at, you're going to have to go through due process. Please understand that. Else go live in a fucking cave. All right? You can't just get out the projects. You have to apply yourself to get the fuck out the projects. And I ain't talking about the house. I'm talking about what you're thinking. All right? Let's start there. Let's start off with your thinking. Yo, listen, I mean this shit. Not for nothing. The projects was not designed for people to stay in forever. They were supposed to be temporary housing. Now, our environment has maximized those. They're passing those projects down to their kids. They Jew-jerking us right in our fucking face. You understand? Shit like that. And we got to be mindful of what it is that we're doing. Now, I'm going to say this. It's a lot of people bumping their head up against a brick wall. I've done it a few times my damn self. All right? Now, if you got a situation and you feel like you're bumping your head against a brick wall, stop bumping your head to a brick wall, turn around, and go back to the damn chalkboard and write again. The next time you go to that wall, you won't have to bump your head. If you go back and you bump your head again, you stop and go back. You never run out of ideas. Just know that you can't win by bumping your head up against that damn brick wall over and over again. Especially if you haven't tried to change the way that you get around the brick wall. Remember, when you learn something, you got to reteach yourself how to implement that into your life so it's beneficial to you. It can't just be stuck in your head. You got to teach yourself how to apply that shit. Okay? If it's this much progress, it's called progress. Get your wins where the fuck you can. You understand me? Shit. It's hard out here. You know. And yo, listen, for all you people that got told no this week, they still love you. They don't want no people. They just ain't got it. That's all it is. They just ain't got it. Okay? See, we adults out here. What do we have in common, y'all? Them people want their money every 30 days, come rain, sleet, or snow. That's everything you care about will turn into a pumpkin. Learn what your real wealth is. It's not that shit you pay for every motherfucking month. Except your roof. All right? Everything else, a car is just a fucking car. Okay? Your necessities of life. Once you focus on your necessities of life, you will stop focusing on the bullshit you don't need. Hence, you save money off the rip, straight up and down. What's up? Throw it in the chat, y'all. What's good? What we doing? Gabby, what's happening? Responsibility. We all got them. And when I say that, when I say we all got them, the people that you asked for, that you call yourself kind of type dependent on, they didn't have it. Now I'm saying it because I want you to stop walking around feeling away because they wasn't able to be there for you. Don't get to feeling no way because they weren't able to be. They don't have it. Don't nobody has what they call that? A nest egg. A lot of people in the hood don't have a nest egg, all right? It's a whole lot going on. But when you get told no, don't take it to heart. All right? Don't be spiteful. Don't say, oh man, they better never ask me for shit. Don't do that. They really didn't have it. And that's all I'm saying it is. Protect your relationships going forward because you might not meet somebody that care about you like them. All right? The fact that they ask you meant that they know you care enough about them that you can't ask. That's a compliment within itself. You understand that? Okay? Straight up and down. Oh, good looking. Thank you. What's up, man? Appreciate you. I got a haircut yesterday. Yeah. Retinol. I guess that's the name. I don't know. What's good? How you doing? Yo, what's up? Black Lagoon. What's good? Black Lagoon says, 84 Black Lagoon says, do you think married couples should have to go through a renewal process every 5 years? No, because you're going to go through a renewal process when the relationship calls on it. Okay, now, what up for the rest of the chat? 84 Black Lagoon asks, he says, do you think married couples should have to go through a renewal process every 5 years? Yo, Black Lagoon, you do not have to go through a renewal process every year. You go through a renewal process when the relationship calls on you to go through one. And sometimes that's when a change in life happened, that you grew to a different direction, you evolved into a different something else, and then that's the renewal. When the life changes up and the switches up, it's back to saying, I love you. That's your renewal. If you want a ceremony, if you want to, make a ceremony out of it, people can do that, but you don't really have to do that because staying together means saying I love you through all the adversities of the relationship. So that's your renewal right there. 5 years later, y'all not the same people, but y'all still said I love you. You understand what I'm saying? So as long as that's there, the ceremony, it can come and go. You understand what I'm saying? Your wife got a new job. She gets a free vacation with the job. She got a retreat with the job every 7 days. I mean, every year she gets 7 days because she goes somewhere exotic with the job. Things change. And if after that, y'all stay together and say, I love you, that's your renewal. Okay? Word up. He said, I'm going through what I'm going through because I woke up at the right time. Awaken Saw 6887. Check this out. When people show you who they really are, you believe them because they can fake it for 2 or 3 more years. See, if sometimes you love so hard that they start using your love against you and start using your love as a weapon against you. And you haven't given them the opportunity to reciprocate any of that love back to you. That has to happen. Think about it. Some people spend years celebrating everybody else, but never set the scenario in a situation where they give everybody else a chance to celebrate them. It happens all the time. Next thing you know, they spend half their life on everybody else shit. And nobody never pays homage to the fact that they've been coming to your shit. You've been going to their shit year after year after year. You ain't gave them nothing to go to. You dig what I'm saying? Word up. So whatever time you wake up is the time that you wake up. But the time that you wake up is the time that you put you before everything else. See, when people say a fresh start, right? A fresh start don't mean a job. It don't mean a new car. It don't mean a new crib. A fresh start means a new mindset that you actually put into play. That's a fresh start. Changing your diet is a fresh start. Changing your disciplines and your habits is a fresh start. Changing your frame of mind about yesterday and tomorrow, which you cannot change, is a fresh start. All right? Ride with the OG. Word up. It'll keep happening if you let it. My baby daddy didn't acknowledge our daughter's first Christmas or birthday. Yo, Angie, was good? Yo, salute, Angie. Check it, right? He didn't. But we ain't finna run that man through the mud. We don't know what was going on. But I'm going to tell you this, and I'm going to say this again. Hey, yo, listen. I'm going to say this again. Listen up, baby. And this is no excuses. Because, see, a decision was made, and it wasn't made in favor of baby. So let's be honest. He did wrong for that. But some realities in life really are true. Young men go through what they call vehicles of expression, baby. Young men go through what they call vehicles of expression. They show reflections of who they're going to become, but they're not him yet. 1 week they want to be a rapper, then they're going back to school. Now they're trying to get a job. Now they're going to work with our Larry. Yeah. They're trying to find their way. They have a bunch of question marks about who they exactly are. And in that, some women become victim to a man who was one way when they was with him. And then 2 years later, he was somebody else because he found his way. And guess what? When he found his way, y'all not in. You dig what I'm saying? Sometimes that's it. It's not your fault because you felt for the man that he thought he was at that particular time. It just turns out that he wasn't through trying to find himself. He was just going through a phase that you was with him because he went on to be something else and to turn into it. Yeah, he learned a few things. And now it's 2 years later, and now it's 5 years later, and now he want to come be the father that he know he can be. That's going to happen sooner or later. That's going to happen. When that does, let that man be a father to his child and let your child determine how they feel about it, else they're going to hold it against you. Don't determine whether or not he deserves to see it. That's not your call. All right? That baby still half in him. And for respect for her, because guess what? The way he loved the child is not the way he loved you. And when he come back around, he probably figured out a way to love his baby like he's supposed to. Some men grown at 19, some ain't grown to 29, some 39, and they still don't fucking get it. That's the chance you take out here with a man who's full of question marks. You know? You can't blame somebody for what they never been taught. But pain garnishes wisdom. But sometimes that pain take a man so deep they don't come up out of that. They're in that dark, sunken place way too long. You know, I told you, 80% of the men you see is broken. And they gotta find their way out that fucking mud. And the thing about it is, that's when you met him. When he was trying to figure his way out the mud, then when he got out the mud, he seen you and him on the match. It happens to a lot of couples all the time. I'm gonna put this shit in the short because people need to know that. They need to understand that. All right? Give me another question in the chat, y'all. We on it. We talking about it. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Something happened to my joint. It did not even go up. It did not go up. Should I? She said, okay, Angie. Angie said, should I still tell him Happy Father's Day? I'm blocked on everything, but I was going to send in mail. You block? Why you blocked on everything? And you and him are parents. So you have to find a way to get along with somebody in the middle. You know what I mean? You know, I don't know how hurt he is or whatever the case may be. You know, or you know, you might have moved on or whatever the case may be, but time has gone by. And y'all have to find a way to get along for your child. You know what I mean? And yes, wish him happy Father's Day because he is your child's father. And even though he hasn't been much of a father now, let him know that you believe in him and he's going to be a father, a good father. Let him know that. Hit the like button, y'all. Share the live. Yeah, we're going to get into this. Yeah, you should tell him happy Father's Day. Yeah, yo, what up? Jelana, what's good? Yeah, that's my word. You got to just put that in the bud. Okay, how do I gain back the trust of my family after I disappointed them? Jelano, every day you wake up, you got a chance to start over. We ain't finna get into that. You spend your next days just building you. You dig? Don't go back. Don't explain to them what went wrong. Don't give them no excuse to how you can get better. Just do it. Just do it, man. You wear that shit. You use that feeling that they put inside you as inspiration and energy to do better. Start there. Okay? That's my word. It start with you. You got to change your mindset. Just go do what you got to do at this point. Don't start giving excuses and explanations. We shot that nigga at the light. Kill that. Word up. OG, if I just lost my job for no reason, I'm also trying to open my clothing brand, but I'm going through it. Arvix. You're Arvix. Wow. Wow. He says, OG, I just lost my job for no reason, and I'm also trying to open my clothing brand, but I'm going through it. Okay, I'm going to tell you what you need to do, Arvix. Bet on you. Yeah. Bet on you, man. That's my word. If you got a couple of things you can put into play, bet on you. You take them last two checks, put them into your clothing, and bet on you. Dead ass. Do that. Even if you don't win right away, you're gonna learn how to win the second swing you take. Go for it, man. Bet on you, man. It's my word. Sometimes men just need to be pushed and not hate. Need a push and not hate. Yeah, sometimes that's all they need. I don't even know what those letters is, but what's good? Ventura, what's good? Trippy, what's good? Yeah, man, I know what it is when you're going through it. That's the thing about it is, when a woman know you and she been with you, she know how to break your heart. She know how to make you feel the way and all that. So you can't all the way listen to that. Listen, if men listen to women when women are angry and mad, all the women would be dead. You don't listen to that. You don't listen to that. That's my word. Not at all. Listen, she just wants you to be just as mad as she is in the moment. So she's taking pop shots at you to get you just as mad because she feel broken on the inside and she feel like you done shit off her business, man. So now she's trying to make you just as mad as her. Fuck that. Don't go do no night in jail because you listening to that shit. You got to know when she's trying to make that. When she's trying to push your buttons, recognize that and keep your buttons to yourself. You are not a musical instrument to be played whenever somebody feel like playing you. Okay? You're not performing at the fucking Grammys. You're not a fucking guitar. Okay? Soon as she run up on you, boop, bop, bop, and all of a sudden, you motherfucking, nah. You gotta control yourself from that. All right? Word up. He has me blocked. He's not blocked on my phone. That's all right. Get through to him. Let him know. Still say Happy Father's Day to him. What's up, y'all? What's going on? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alexis Panama, what's good? I appreciate that. That's my work. Well, you know, we try to keep it real over here all day. All day. Yo, my joint. Word. I'm talking about real life over here. Word up. You know, I always speak about the loyalty thing, you know, because a lot of my guys, you know, they hold flags and they respect their nation and shit. You know, and I'm not trying to take nothing away from that. It's just that I don't want them being stupid and foolish. I don't want them, you know, listen, the nigga that died was broke, the nigga that murdered him was broke, and the nigga that ordered the hit was broke. Now this young guy, they all going to jail and they ain't even run no bagger. They didn't even have a chance to enjoy life. And some of these boys going to jail, they didn't have a menage yet. Ain't even out of high school. They taking these niggas right out of high school. Now listen. All those young boys is getting caught up with them cases with all them charges. They live in y'all house. They don't pay no rent. They don't pay no light bill. They don't buy no groceries. Get in tune with them young people in your house and save them from themselves. Straight up and down. That's my word. Niggas be having brand new 40 cals. Dead ass broke. Ain't never left the hood. But got a brand new hammer. Because there's something bigger going on that we can't see. All right? All right? Y'all got to stop acting like that shit ain't for real. That shit is for real. It's my word. That shit is for real. Tech positivity. What's up? What's good? See, I got fired because I was a spiteful supervisor. She wasn't trying to understand that I needed alignment. So they just fired me next week. Never disrespecting this woman or nothing. Yo, remember this. Yo, RVX, when one door closes, another door opens. All right? Remember that. But you be in tune with to see the door that's ready to open for you. Look with intent. Okay? That's what you do. I'm right here, y'all. I ain't going nowhere. Yo, Ma, you bring me that water on your hands. I gotta get some water, y'all. Throw it in the chat. I ain't say I didn't want none of it. It's too high on something. It's all right. I did. I don't know. What's up, y'all? What's good? Yo, Deals, what's good? Deals in the chat. Salute. What up, my son? My son's in the chat right now. Claudia, what's good? Check positivity, what's good? Yeah, man, you know, that's the whole thing, you know. I have a seminar series on a master communication skills class. They teach you how to communicate better, you know. Everybody seem to need to know how to communicate better because in your phone is not communication. Text is not communication. Texting. You need to know how to do this shit in real life with real people. Better is what I mean. Remember, you seen people that don't look like what they do. They don't look like what they got. Sometimes their voice don't even match what they look like. That does not mean that they're not good people. Keep that in mind moving forward. That don't mean they're not good people, man. That's my word. Yeah. rich mindset. Yeah, I need y'all to think bigger. I did a whole tutorial on that. That's why I brought it back up. I need y'all to think bigger. I need y'all to reach for something greater. You know what I mean? And this is the kind of conversation we have. Because I've been talking to a lot of dudes. They got a lot of dreams and shit, you know. And they can see the forest. They ain't just looking at a bunch of trees. But I'm going to tell you this. Everybody want to get to the bag. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But you got to give them a reason to give you the bag. Right? That's how this gonna work. Now I'm gonna tell you something. The energy I told you. Start saying these things out loud to yourself. A lot of y'all was talking to me about the conversation that y'all be having with people. Listen. First off, start reading out loud, looking in the mirror. Read out loud to yourself. And I'm gonna tell you something. If you don't know how you sound, record yourself reading and then play it back to yourself and get better at it. What's your greatest asset moving forward? People, personality, and characteristics. You can't just go sitting in your crib alone. You gonna need people to get to where you want to go in the world. Tighten up the screws on your ship because you want to go out in dangerous waters. Sometimes you got to take them chances to get that bag because check this out. Small ideas bring small money. All right? That's all I'm saying. Who we got in the chat? What's good? Oh, yeah, thank you. I appreciate that, man. Word up. Hey, Sam, what's good? Hey, yo, so boom, right? He said everything running smoothly now. Nas mama, what's good? Yo, so boom, right? Deals went with me to me. You know, like I told y'all, we just had a little event at the Peace Cafe. It went really good. Y'all gonna see some clips of it. We filmed the whole thing. The crowd was fire. Everybody that was positive. The energy was fire. We really grew. We learned some things about each other. We learned some things about our community, and we shared our energies together. You understand me? It's like I replenish myself in my blackness type shit. That's the way I feel about it, you know, for real. Tayed, thank you. You know, I'm gonna be working with them this summer. You know, we're gonna be doing our thing. You know, we're gonna start working together, and just all positive vibes. You know, so deals went with me, right? My baby boy went with me. Hey, yo, not for nothing, I love that kid, man. He held me down, man. You know, I did. That was my first time really being at that particular joint, at that particular venue. I've seen a couple of people that I know through the circles, you know, being outside and things like that. And but I didn't know how the vibe was gonna be once I got it because you know they do music and shit like that. They do spoken word, poetry, they do music. They got a live band there. This shit is fire. They got a live band there. And I came up there to introduce myself to them because I'm gonna start working with the program. I'm gonna start doing things that, you know, through the neighborhood. I took my talents to Harlem. You know, I do my thing in the Bronx. You know, but I'm going down there. I'm starting to institute my program down in Harlem now. You know, and it's all for the good. I'm gonna be working with street corner resources. And we're gonna see what we do, but I'm a little bit different. My program's gonna be a little bit different. You know, my joints hit a little bit harder, a little bit closer to home. You know, yeah. You know, I got a bunch. We got a bunch of workshops, hands-on workshops. You know what I'm saying? You know, live action workshops, straight up and down, on the job workshops. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah, in real time. What we do in our workshops will help you immediately, like tomorrow. That type of shit. All right. When you stop learning, you are a dead man. When you stop learning, you are a dead man. So don't stop learning. Keep learning. Word up. Keep learning. Do you hear me? Claudia, what's good? Nathan Ingram, Renee Snow, what's popping? Thanks, Deals. I appreciate that. Let's keep it going, though. You heard? Hey, yo, so boom, right? I'm going to say this, you know, because I met some people today and it was all good. And I'm going to tell y'all something. Listen, I'm going to say this right now, man. I got to get this off my chest, man, just because y'all need to hear it from me. You heard me? Y'all need to hear it from me. I need to clean these joints. I love my people. You heard? I love my people. And I know my people love me. And I want us to get back to that kind of love with one another. Because it's a little bit different. You can't say nothing to nobody kid, you know. You can't say hi to another nigga girl even though you didn't actually see him when you spoke to her. You know, shit is getting real dangerous and tricky out here, you know. And and I want to bring the love back. I want to bring the love back because that's my love. Listen, I said it earlier when I was down in Harlem, right? And I'm gonna say it again. All the kids ain't bad. All the black men are not broken. And all the black women ain't hoes. Alright? And start there. Fuck that shit on the internet. Gangster, straight up and down. Alright? I mean that shit. All the kids ain't bad. All the men ain't broken. And all the black women ain't hoes. Right? Now, everybody that live in my neighborhood ain't fucking ghetto. Alright? We gotta live here. If anybody had a way out, they would take it. So we got to find a way to better get along down where we are. Alright? For all you motherfuckers niggas that think y'all going this, that, and the third and doing all that other shit, look out for the ones around you. You better fortify because one day they might have to help you. You build up the ones around you because one day they might have to help you. Don't be the only one in the circle getting money. Don't be that. Alright? How the fuck you got niggas you grew up with working for you? What the fuck is that? Don't work like that. Get money with them. They should get money for you. Nah, it don't work like that. Things have changed. Things have changed. I mean, that shit. The money outside ain't never loose change. I better put something together. I told you, if you want to do anything, if you want to have something good in life, you're going to have to follow the due process to get to it. You ain't just finna run outside and find a big bag of fucking money. All right? You ain't gonna open your mailbox and it's a check for 250,000 in there. It's just not gonna happen. Find a way to make do with what's. Listen, a person is only as good as the opportunity before them. All right? So what that means is you're gonna have to, yeah, put some shit together, put some shit in play. You took worse risk. Take a chance on moving on up, moving on the way up. I mean that shit. There's a lot of shit going on out here, you know. But I'm gonna say this: whatever it is that you decide to do on how to get your money, right? From the OG, I'm gonna tell you this: whatever it is that you want to do to get money, your life should not be a part of you getting paid. Nowhere, in no shape, form, or fashion. Your life should not be on the line because that's part of your job. I just don't feel it's that serious. I mean that. I understand you want structure. You want to do something solid to stand on. Yeah, but why when you pay with your life, it came with the job. Fuck out of here. Nah, I salute those that do it. I do. But I'm not gonna never recommend it. You know why? Because the people that they take in, think about it. This person wants to carry a gun every day, and they want to fix shit in the hood every day. That person needs to be checked a little bit better before they give him the gun to run around with every day. Let's start there. All right? I told you the government they don't care about people, so I'm riding with the people. I'm not a fucking racist or none of that kind of shit. You know, but I'm riding with the people all day long. For real, I'm riding with the people. That's what I'm riding with the people. All right? And that come in all shape, form, and sizes and colors. That's how that goes. Yo, baby, that shit is kind of strong. Yeah, I don't know what that is. We're not cooking. Shit smell good though. Yeah, it do. Oh, let me get back to it, y'all. Yeah. Okay, yo. All right. Anyway, back to a full one-on-one before we leave. Let's go head up. We live for life. Our life is to live. That means you got to do some shit. All right? Let's start there. What you want to do and you don't do will turn into some regret. So you have to get some things done. Now, I'm going to say this. You got somewhere to go. You got some things to do. You got someone to become. Act like that's important to you, and the people around you will support that. Let's start there. Let's start there. All right. If you want some half-ass shit, they not gonna support you. You gonna feel the way, but they know you want some half-ass shit. So if you want them to support you, do shit with intent, like you fucking give a fuck, and the people around you will help you get there. Listen, I told my little man, hey yo, listen, it worked, but it don't always work. I said, nigga, go home and tell your mama you want to go back to school and see what happens. Hey yo, my little man went home and told his mom she want to go back to school, right? Yo, she was so happy. She called her sisters. She called his big sisters and everything. Guess what they went and bought this nigga new clothes. Word up. Got him a Metro card and all that. Lunch money and shit. Yeah. What y'all thought? Do you know how hard it is for a little black boy to make it out the mud? You see how many funerals we done went to in the last 6 years? How all of them was under 21? How many was under? We had more young people dying than old people at one point. Outside of the pandemic, in the last 10 years, them young boys, they've been dying, at a faster rate than the old people. It's just that serious. So when you got a young boy in the family that wants to make an effort to try to be something good, the whole family gonna stand up behind them. You know why? Because families lose little black boys every day. That's a real thing. All right? What do you do when you love this person more than they love themselves? What do you do when you believe in this person more than they believe in themselves? Huh? What you do then? Exactly. And then soon as the energy is headed to a positive way, we run at it. Because we want them to win at all costs. You understand me? And that shit is for real. You know, that's why I said that. All kids ain't bad. All men ain't broken, and all women ain't hoes. All right? Let's start there. Keep it fucking simple. How you get into heaven? I told you, I'm going to say it again till you listen. All right? I'm trying to cut through the noise. All right? You get into heaven by the cleanliness of your soul and the softness of your heart. That's how you get into heaven. You know, I could not believe my numbers was crazy the other day. T.I. Building, what up? Yeah, I don't know what happened, man. Dude messed my live up. Somebody messed my live up. Jessica, what's good? Yeah, somebody messed my live up in the beginning. They kept on hitting this like, and my journey never went up. It never went up. I never got any more people on my live tonight. I don't even see my regulars. Where Vincent Mills at? I'm telling you, man, they did something to my live today on TikTok. That's my word. They really did. I ain't even gonna lie. They really did something to my live today. And I'm tight about that. This everything was happening crazy. You was notified what? You was notified what, Em? What was you notified, Em? I think they trying to shadow ban me. What they said to you, what they notified you, what they said, what they notified you. Oh, you wasn't notified? Oh, see? That's why. They didn't notify my chat. You heard, Simone? I don't know. They did not notify my chat when I went live, man. That's my word. Okay. They did not notify my chat. I knew it. You should used to get the notification stating that I'm live. They didn't get one today. They sure did. I know, because my joint never went nowhere. Exactly. There was no notification. I ain't do no numbers on it today, but it's all right. It's not about the numbers, it's about the content. I always want the content to be something positive, be something good, you know. So that's really all it's about. But they did something different today. They did not know, they didn't send out no notifications. All right. They played themselves. That's my word. They really did. That's all right. We still gonna do what the hell we do. We still gonna do what we do. You heard? Ain't nobody got time for that. That's my word. That's that they did not. I knew something was up with it, and it ain't went nowhere. That shit been on 14 the whole time. That's my word. They be on that. They be on that the whole time. Yeah, man. Oh man. Yo, anyway, back at the ranch. What was we talking about? All right, yo. So listen, I left off at some people only as good as the opportunity before them, right? That's a true statement. But we have to actually put ourselves in certain situations in order to get those opportunities. You heard? We want to start doing that, all right? Because people do not want to see. Listen, when it's all good, it's all good, and you don't know what people will do to keep it like that. You understand what I'm saying? You know. But if you haven't had any opportunities before you, you're gonna have to try to switch some up, and you have to change it up. All right, for real. You need some opportunities on her. You're gonna have to learn due process to something so you can have better opportunities going forward. That's my word. It's gonna have to happen. All right. Now, what I'm trying to say is that how can you get dealt a good hand if you're not dealing to you? You understand what I'm saying? You can't get dealt a good hand if they're not dealing to you. All right. Some of y'all going to step out y'all comfort zone and try to switch that shit up. Type shit. Word up. Word. That's how this was gonna have to happen. Now, but along the way, I need y'all to get back to acting like winners all the time. No more wolves, it's me. None of that fucking Shangri-La bulls. Debbie Downer negative Nancy shit. Alright? In order to win, you gotta halfway think you won before you play the game. I need y'all to get back on that. And I know shit is a little bit different. You know. Shit is a little bit different now, because they see that they don't want y'all to do well out here. You know. But I know, I'll say this: college is not everything, but vocational schools is good money. All right. But I need my young people to know y'all get shit done. You ain't gotta run a sign up for shit like that. Just apply yourself and respect the process. All right. Respect the process. That's all you really gotta do. All right. Are you and all y'all doubling back? Go back. Ask yourself what you're going back for. Look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, what are you going back for? Are you going back to show out? Are you going back to show love? Or are you going back to show out? Are you going to show out? Or are you going to show love? Or are you going to show up? It's one of the three. Because ain't nothing changed. You didn't get up and go left for no reason. Don't forget why you left from back there. There was a reason for that. See, back there, you couldn't be who you wanted to be because they wouldn't let you. You understand that? You was always gonna be that little dusty knucklehead nigga, always to them. They don't respect the fact that you try to go out of there. So you left them there, so they gonna always remind you, you still that dusty little knucklehead nigga from back in the days. You tired of hearing that shit, so you left around that. That's how you do that. You leave around that kind of shit. You understand? That little shit you did when you was 16, they gonna keep on reminding you that. And y'all 36 now. And they still laugh about this shit at the barbecue and all that. Shit ain't funny no fucking more. You was a kid. Because no matter how far you get, they always want to remind you where you came from. They always want to remind you that shit right there is still inside you, nigga. No matter how many cars you bought, no matter how big your crib, no matter how fine your girl, you're still that dusty ass knucklehead nigga for 16, nigga. That's what they think of you. You're gonna have to leave them there for a long period of time. I know you love them, but I told you love yourself more. Real talk. That's what's gotta happen. Them niggas shitted on my line. They shadow banned me. They said I'm no notification. I got the yeah, that's what they did, y'all. Page-5-Lit me outside. They showed it in and said on notification that I was on live. Yeah, they did. My joint never went up nowhere. It's been on the same thing this whole time. Yo, let's go. We got tomorrow night, y'all. We're gonna do it up tomorrow night, right? Yeah, for real. Yeah, I was running around today. I'm gonna have a whole new lesson tomorrow night. Yeah, we're gonna have a whole new lesson. We're gonna go over some real important conversations because you know that's what we do here. It's not a game. I don't know why they broken, man. Yeah, PNB right. Yeah. God bless you, yo. I wanna know who you be calling, who you be texting, when you be on your phone. So why you flexing? You got my message, but I ain't stressing. You be thinking you low, and you think I don't know. Girl, it's somebody next to you. That's I don't know what they sound to you. They don't know I was put up a check on you. I got my thing, but if you know it's best for you, and you was coming, so I'm looking obsessed with you. Yeah, I'm looking obsessed with you. Yeah, got it in my feelings, no, this shit ain't been the same, no, you so distant, no, you miss how I be talking, on my other shit, God, you miss how we be fucking, and you ain't my bitch, got a nigga in my feelings, in my feelings, this shit ain't been the same, no, you so distant, no, you miss how I be talking, on my other shit, God, you miss how we be fucking, and you ain't my bitch, got a nigga in my feelings, I remember what it is to be. Just me and my lady, I'm saying, me crazy, crazy, I'm going crazy, going crazy. You been like this, you tryna play it, so you runs away, you must be somebody next to you. Say it up, I don't know what they tell me. They don't know me, I just love the check on you. I got money, girl, if you know what's best for you. You come here, I'm gonna be obsessed with you. Yeah, man, they played. No, you shit ain't been the same, no. We so distant, no, you miss how I be talking. On my other shit, girl, I miss how we be fucking. And you ain't my bitch, got a nigga feelings. And I'm feeling, no, you shit ain't been the same, no. We so distant, no, you miss how I be talking. On my other shit, girl, I miss how we be fucking. Yeah, I'm gonna get on their ass about that. I'm just doing what pull up and make the niggas mad at us. Need you out, drop it down, pop a head, got no flex, got my text, sitting there in the outlaw. Hey. You see me, sorry, I know it's me alone. You don't want, cause all these niggas be on you, all these niggas be on you. I see you in the morning, you got this nigga in my feelings. And my feelings. You ain't been the same, we so distant, you miss how I be talking. On my little shit, I miss how we be fucking. Yeah, man. 20 mil, what up? Time 105, what's good? What's good, lady? What's good? Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. What's up? Yeah, tomorrow. That's what's up. They got me in my feelings. You heard? Hey. Yeah. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Well, listen, about to get up out of here, but not for nothing. Stay safe, stay positive, stay strong, stay up. I mean that shit. I don't care about all that other shit. It don't even matter. That other shit don't matter. Take care of yourself. You understand me? I love everybody that love me, but I want y'all to know this. Y'all loved out here. Y'all got a chance to make some things better. And I just want y'all to do that. You heard me? Smile every day because it's free. Don't cost you nothing. And you look better when you smile. All right? Page-5-Lit be outside. Word up. Tomorrow, y'all. Hey, yo, 9 o'clock tomorrow, y'all. It's lit. The notifications will be out tomorrow. I'm going to send some shit out my damn self. And I got joints going viral over there, so they play themselves. Oh, I don't even know what I did over there. Hold up.